Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another exciting edition of Ringside Rants, with it's just yours truly, just Mike. And to my right, we have Bad Karma, also known as Josh. And below us, we have Phil, also known as the Smart and Strong Style. How the hell are you, gentlemen?
Doing good.
Yeah, I'm a little congested, as you can't tell. Who has the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Josh.
Is that Power Rangers or Turtles? It's Turtles, ain't it?
Turtles. It's turtles.
I always thought it was like a Power Ranger thing, so I just kept it.
Okay.
But I'll mute it.
Yeah, mute that shit. I'm tired of hearing it. No, I'm playing. I'm just disappointed, Josh. Disappointed.
Why are you disappointed over a TMNT ringtone? It doesn't make sense.
Look who's talking. Echo.
Yep.
I'm disappointed, Phil. Disappointed.
Highly disappointed.
Man.
Anyway. Hey, yo. I love it. All right. So, gentlemen, first and foremost, Dynasty was this past Sunday. We had and will have a lot of to discuss about Dynasty. Also, I want to talk about something very, very in particular. WWE has made one of the biggest landmark sponsorships that anyone has actually came across. They're partnered with Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola?
Not Coca-Cola exactly. Minute Maid. That's the biggest juice company in the world, bro.
Okay.
There's Tropicana, though.
Hey, you ever watched First Take, Phil?
The what?
You ever watched ESPN's First Take?
What about Fanta? They couldn't go for Fanta? Fanta. What a Fanta.
But no, there are going to be more sponsors like doing things throughout the rest of the year with Minute Maid, Coca-Cola, whatever you want to call it. Mm-hmm. But remember how we were talking last week, and I said Josh Matthews has been backstage at Dynamite, Collision, this, that.
Yeah, there's even talk about that in the news and everything. Yeah.
Y'all know he signed with AEW, right?
Oh, he did.
He officially signed?
It's official. From right now, I think it's just backstage stuff. But Ango, the guy is good. I love Ango. He's a great guy. He wants him to be on Collision. I want him on Ring of Honor. I will name drop Ango. And if anyone knows who Ango is and you watch his stuff, please subscribe to the channel. Give him everything you can, because it will help him get 100,000 views. And if he gets 100,000 views, he's giving away a WWE belt. So
Ango?
ANGO. Yeah, he's really good, man. He really is. He does a live broadcast throughout the day around lunchtime to like 2:00 in the afternoon. And then he does he's really up to speed on news and stuff. As you can tell, I'm still a little congested. Remember last week I was under the weather?
Yep.
I'm still a little under the weather. But
that's what he said.
That doesn't go there, Phil?
Maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't.
No. That's a fail.
Yeah. Every time you do that, you get muted, Phil.
No, you need to hook the box back. You need to hook the box back up.
I know, man. I know.
That's a definitely.
Stop. I'll bring it back out eventually after I'm done listening to the satanic little that thing. But y'all ready to talk about these results?
Yes.
All right, let's bring them up, man. Let's bring them up. I'll bring them up there. Does that look better? Does that look good?
Yeah.
All right, there was two matches that I'm going to talk about that were not added to this card. They were added last minute. One of them was 0 Hour. Max Caster's open what do you want to call that?
Open challenge.
Yeah. And Anthony Bowens answered the call, man.
It looks great.
Crap, dude. Dude, that was like one of the greatest things that Anthony Bowens could have ever done, man. Come out in Philly and the crowd reacted that way. That is a huge,
he got a good pop.
Huge pop, man.
Oh yeah,
dude, that was a huge pop.
He's a great wrestler. He's a great entertainer. He's good on the mic. You know, the guy's amazing.
Yeah, dude, the 5-tool player. That's really cool.
I have to say though, Max is a pretty good heel too. He knows how to get heat.
Dude, I really like the thing that he's going by, the pride of pro wrestling. I know it's a play on words, gentlemen. I know it's a play on words, but
it works.
What do you say, dude? I was like blown away. I was like, dude, that's awesome.
Max Caster is good as a heel. No, he's not. He's not good as a heel, huh?
Max Caster is, and how do I want to say this without saying like a complete? I like Caster. I do. I like Max. I think he has potential to be something great.
Gear.
Anthony Bowens' new gear is amazing.
And Max is pretty. It's like he trade.
What you call its gear was? I was like, well, it was like, does he got under boobs? I don't know why it just popped into my head when I saw it. He's like, he's got under tits.
Who, Max Caster?
No, Bowens came out the gear. I mean, the gear is cool and everything, but I was just like, he's got under boob.
Well, he's a very flamboyant person. Can't judge that.
Well, I will say this: even though he is a gay wrestler, he is probably the most over gay wrestler in any company that's ever existed to this point. Mm-hmm. And he is a damn good man's wrestler, dude. I mean, he's a sports guy. He's a car buff. He's an enthusiast. He's intellectual. He's also into hip hop. I mean, dude, you name it. He's that guy, dude. And yet he just happens to be gay. No big deal. But in my personal opinion, him being this way is going to open up a lot of doors for AEW in the long run for other areas where they can go and branch out. And I don't mean that in ways probably people will take it, but I mean branching out into other areas such as like Anthony's Big Gay Brunch, doing things of that nature for the LGBTQ.
Better than Sunny Kiss, I'll tell you that much.
Oh yeah, apparently Hood Slam came back this weekend too.
Hood Slam's amazing, but that's a whole. Hood Slam is, even though it's LGBTQ friendly and it's ran by LGBTQ people, Hood Slam is an alternative to mainstream wrestling.
Mm-hmm. I love it.
Hood Slam's amazing, dude. There's no doubt about it. Hood Slam's amazing.
I showed one of my punk friends, some of my punk friends that love it. I told them they're very LGBTQ friendly, and they're very. It's like watching a B movie. It's like if I told them it's like if Gore ran a professional wrestling promotion
without all the craziness.
There's this. I noticed that Kid Bandit wrestled Serial Man.
Without Kid Bandit's flying all over the place.
The blood they have there is like in streamer form. And they kill people. That shit's real. That shit's real, y'all. That shit's real. But
damn it.
Anyways,
the other match I want to talk to that was added last minute from Collision is Kyle Fletcher versus Mark Briscoe. Again, everyone knows I'm very disappointed with them running actual Owen Hart Cup tournaments matches on this pay-per-view. It serves 0 point, and I will tell you why it serves 0 point. What time did this pay-per-view end?
10 o'clock or 11?
You can try again, Phil. You can try again there, Josh.
Midnight?
The ending of the pay-per-view ended at 11:39. Our time, people. Our time. Central Standard Time. So it ending at midnight 39, dude, the next day. and actual Philly. And
yeah, that's true. I actually thought about that. I was like, damn, this is ending at midnight over there.
Yeah, dude. And people were running to get out the doors. And
It's
to be
Philly.
honest,
They don't want to deal with crackheads.
well, not, dude. The thing is, though, if you took those 3 matches off that card, what time does that show end?
Probably around like 10 or so, or 9.
10:30 at the latest. 10:39. I'll knock it down 2 hours. And to be perfectly honest, those 3 matches did nothing. Zero to help the cause, man.
Mm-hmm.
And I know a lot of people will say, well, yeah, I mean, it was a good filler, though. The matches, I had no problem with the matches themselves. I have a problem with them being on this card. You don't have filler matches on a pay-per-view. You just don't do that. Royal Rumble. How many filler matches did we get? Maybe 2 tops?
Oh, we only got like 2 other matches.
Well,
huh?
It was.
I understand that
the Women's Royal Rumble. Then it went 2 matches. Then it went to the Men's Royal Rumble.
You see what I'm saying?
But
well,
no 0 hour.
I do believe though that something's going to happen like with this tournament. Like I have a feeling Will Ospreay's going to win it.
Well, I get what he said. Is like it didn't need to happen. Is like this shit should have ended earlier. And it's like I had to think to myself is like Tony Khan is like every pay-per-view he's doing. I know he's got to be paying extra, the union extra, because unions come out and clean that shit and had to tear down and all that.
Yeah, and the cool thing about everybody wants to jump on the AEW hate wagon right now, and I'm not hating on AEW for doing what they've done at the pay-per-view for the final match. I'm not going to hate on it. I'm hating on them for doing dumb shit by adding 3 matches to the card that should never been added to begin with. If you're going to use them on the fucking pre-show. Use them on 0 hour. Use that. Use at least 2 of them on the 0 hour. I'll be okay with 1 being on the main card. Maybe.
Yeah, like Max Caster and Bones. That was perfect for 0 hour.
Dude, that's how you get people to like, oh shit, you gave us a surprise before you gave us a surprise. Because at the end of the night, you get a huge surprise. Before then, I will say you get a big surprise during the FTR versus Death People match. And I was very taken back about what happened. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I kind of saw it coming.
But I didn't see it going to that extent.
Yeah.
Dude, that was like, we're done with you. Get the fuck off our television sets for the next 6-8 years. That's what it felt like to me. Like, dude, this is how you write somebody the fuck off television forever.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's not going to be forever.
I don't know, dude. That's 2 double head concertos, a pile driver. What is their thing called whenever they do their finisher? What is it called? Shatter Machine.
Shatter Machine, ain't it?
Yeah, Shatter Machine. Dude, they hit the Shatter Machine, 2 concertos, and 2 pile drivers.
But the comeback's going to be even better because you know what? It's going to be with your father.
Our father, who art thou in wrestling, hallowed be his name. Christian
No,
Cage.
Will Ospreay is going to win that belt. Oh, you're talking about Edge and Christian coming back together.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be epic.
But we're jumping all over the place. Let's
get this shit on the road, man. I'm just showing on the road. This show. Speaking of which, before we go any further, your mom called and she told me to tell everybody to use soap instead of deodorant when you go out every night. Just let y'all know that. All right, moving forward. So,
wash your ass.
In other words, yes, wash your ass, people. So going forward, we're going to start with the very ending. AEW Championship match, Mox versus Swerve. Josh, you picked Mox. Phil, sorry about your damn luck.
Yeah, I was dreaming. But I knew I had a feeling some fuckery, but I decided to pick my boy Swerve.
I'm not faulting you. I'm not faulting you at all.
Mike was dreaming in his pick. Well, he got the winner right, but he
way
went
wrong.
Fantasyland.
Hey man, Fantasyland sometimes happens. We did get some bullshittery, but it was with the Young Bucks coming out.
It was pretty funny though at the end.
You call funny?
I wouldn't say funny. It was more of a
what the fuck? Why? It was more of a why is this happening? Dude, did you see the people's looks in the crowd? They were looking at one another like, what the fuck is this bullshit?
Yeah, it's like
hey, they explained it to luckily they explained about it on tonight on Dynamite though, at least.
Well, we'll get to Dynamite. We'll get to Dynamite later.
Yeah.
Time jumping.
Yeah, Phil. Stay in present land, please. You go to Tomorrow World, and I don't know how to get you back sometimes. All right. So Country has Mox, Jordan had Mox, Kelly had Mox. Speaking of Kelly, me and him talked last week. We've been talking here recently every day, basically. He's doing good, gentlemen. He told me he wishes everybody well. He just chooses at this time to stay off camera and to stay away from podcasting, but he does watch the products. What I mean by products, he watches TNA, he watches WWE, and he watches AEW. So, and I even told him, I was like, dude, you want me to add you to the list? He's like, fuck yeah, please. And I was like, dude, I'm definitely going to do it. So when we talked, boom, I did a thing.
Okay.
So that's why he's up here too.
And all Swerve and Mox did, it was a great match.
It was a letdown at the very end.
Yeah. Definitely the ending was like a what the fuck. I was like, really? I think anyone else interfering would have been okay, but
them
two.
And don't forget, you had Hangman and the Ops out there too.
I kind of saw that coming. And I was like, I knew that I had a feeling that somebody else was going to come and interfere. Once all three of them, Death Riders came out, I knew it was a matter of time. Samoa Joe, some trios team was coming out, and then it just happened to be Samoa Joe and all of them. So,
which I wasn't mad about that either. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah,
I also like the fact that I do have a feeling though. This is my idea, but I do have a feeling that Mox is not going to get the belt off till like All In, and I'm probably going to get a lot of hate for this. But Will Ospreay is going to be. They're pushing Will Ospreay to be the new champion.
Phil, you said that 6 times. Hey, Phil, got a question for you.
What?
You think Ospreay's gonna be the new champ?
Hell yeah.
Okay. Just want to make sure we're still on the same page. Make sure you're still with us. All right. Then we had Tony versus Megasis for the women's title.
Great match.
I really wanted Megan Bayne to win. You know, like Brock Lesnar defeated The Rock at SummerSlam 2002.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not knocking you at all. Megan Bayne looked amazing.
She looked awesome. I think it was Ric Flair that said, "If you're gonna win, at least make your opponent look great too. You know, don't make him look like a loser. Might as well make him look like he gave it everything he had. You know, he was about to win, but it wasn't. You know, just his day, unfortunately.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm gonna be honest with you. Megan Bayne she's the next women's world champion. I see a triple threat match between her, Tony, and Mariah May in the future.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right.
But anyway, Phil, you chose the Megases. Josh, Mike, me, of course, Country, Jordan, and Kelly all chose Tony Storm, unless Mariah May interferes and costs Tony the title. Now, I love how he added that because I was the one who even said it. Like, I really thought Mariah May would come back and cost her the title, but I forgot during that match while I was watching it that Megan Bayne has aligned herself with Penelope Ford.
Yeah.
And that is awesome. I love Penelope Ford. I think she's a beautiful woman and she has a lot to offer.
The breasts of that team right there.
Man, you said a mouthful. In more ways than one. Anyway, moving on to the Owen Hart bullshit women's match.
Not bullshit.
Ew.
Phil, I hate to break it to you, brother. It is. It's total bullshit. I mean, everybody and our mom knew that Mercedes Moné was going to win this match. Everybody had it. I mean, dude. It's the way it is. And that's just the way it is.
Man, don't get me wrong. I wanted Hart to win. I wanted Julia Hart to win, but
it was. I'm going to be honest. I thought the match was better than what I gave it hope for.
Yeah,
it was way better than what I thought it was going to end up being. And I honestly believe that Mercedes carried a lot of that match. And that's nothing against Julia Hart at all. Julia Hart's still green a little, man. She's young, dude. Young woman. Very good.
I think she can learn a lot from a veteran like Mercedes,
Dude, at the end of that match, Mercedes looked at her and was like, wow. You could see like she has a lot. Hell yeah, dude. But of course, the people coming out on top of this is Country, Jordan, Phil, and Josh. Me and Kelly take the big L. We chose Julia Hart.
There's nothing wrong with taking an L. And let's see, Ospreay versus Knight.
Everybody wins this one because it was like, hey, give us a freebie. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I knew whenever they announced Kyle Fletcher versus Mark Briscoe, I was like, dude, they gotta give the Protostar the win.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure Mark Briscoe wouldn't mind putting him over. Mark Briscoe is one of the most selfless wrestlers you can work with.
Dude, that match was amazing. That was the best match out of all three matches, in my personal opinion.
That's because Mark Briscoe is one of the GOATs.
Briscoe and Fletcher?
Yeah. That was the best. That was the best matches. Those were the best out of all three of those matches. That was the best one.
Wrestling. Here's the one thing. Wrestling with the Briscoes, they'll bring out wrestling. When I've seen any tag team wrestle with the Briscoes, that brought the best out of them. Even Mark Briscoe, he brought the best out of Kyle Fletcher.
He did. He really did.
Mark Briscoe, he's one of my favorite wrestlers. I love his brother too. May J rest in peace.
R.I.P.
One of my favorite tag teams of the modern era.
I agree. The Briscoe brothers reach for the sky, boys. I mean, dude, that shit's amazing. Like, that'll never get old, in my opinion.
Hold on.
The night
I like the promos too. It just felt so crazy and real.
It does. Now,
his promo tonight was fucking funny. We'll get to that later, but it was.
But anyway, the match that stole the show, and the reason I'm fixing to say this before I go any further, do y'all remember back in 2005 when Samoa Joe, Christopher Daniels, and AJ Styles had their very first triple threat match in TNA?
I went back and watched that on YouTube and like, holy shit.
That match was amazing. This next match rivals that between Omega, Speedball, and Ricochet.
Yeah, it was
holy shit.
That was
dude. All I'm gonna say to this match, when can I see it again? When can I see it again?
Ricochet got Miyagi.
Dude, The bald head, the plinking of the bald head, dude. That's
He just space the shit out of him.
Dude, I'm surprised Jim Cornette hadn't had a heart attack watching that.
Dude, what was even better though was the Karate Kid crane kick.
Yes, that was awesome. I even love that spot I even love that spot where Ricochet was wearing the headset like The Rock did, and he got kicked in the face.
As I said, nowhere. Ricochet got me out.
And the funny thing is, Speedball picks up and goes, "I'm sorry, I had to do that. Sorry about that, guys." And it takes the headset right back off. I was like, "This motherfucker here, dude." Awesome.
Gotta love Mr. Brass Monkey.
And I like how I picked Omega to win.
Well, you were the only. Well, you and Kelly were the only ones, but I digress. I was the only one to pick Speedball, and he was the only one that didn't get pinned. So, but I am going to say this: Speedball is still the winner, in my opinion.
Oh yeah,
Speedball, he looked great.
Dude, they all look great. Ricochet looked amazing.
Jordan, Omega, Ricochet.
Omega, Speedball, and Ricochet.
You, Court, Country, and Jordan picked Ricochet. I picked Speedball. Josh and Kelly picked Omega. You didn't pick Omega, Phil. You picked Rico Bagashé.
Hell yeah. Nothing wrong with that. I love Ricochet.
Dude.
He proved those E-drones wrong, those trolls wrong on the internet. He decided to use that anger towards those trolls for his heel character, and I love that.
It's working, bro. It's working. It is really working.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
but I will admit, Speedball just needs to work on his mic skills. That's it. That's all he needs to do.
I agree.
Ricochet's getting better. Ricochet's getting a lot better in his mic skills. He's getting a little more comfortable.
I like that catchphrase.
I love his little. It's like I like that.
I do. I like.
He's feeling a lot better talking.
He's feeling
now.
comfortable. He's feeling comfortable, man. He's
and
comfortable.
I can tell he's a lot happier. He's not dead inside like he was in WWE.
I agree.
But once Speedball gets to that level, he could be. I don't say he's going to be a great on the mic, but he can be a little bit more. He needs to be a little bit more comfortable.
I agree. I totally agree with that. I think,
I think they need to get him out of his comfort zone. Get Speedball out of his comfort zone. Other than that, though, he has a lot of potential. He's willing to get on the mic and work on himself. I like that.
Got the whitest teeth ever, man. I mean, shit.
The whitest teeth you ever came across?
Isn't he dating that? What's her name? That commentator?
Beta Scott.
Yeah, she's awesome.
They're married, actually, bro.
I even loved her commentary with Walker Stewart for the New Japan America shows.
Now, before we went live, Josh said something about breaking news.
Oh yeah, breaking news.
Go ahead, Josh.
Apparently, what's her name? Sandra, right?
I think so.
Yeah, Sandra. I can't pronounce her last name. The wife of Nick Gage passed away today. So, I mean,
do you know what from?
Nothing. Not from. I just saw it before we went. Before I jumped on it here. I like clicked on Facebook and it just popped up. So, but it's a longtime contributor to GCW and MLW, MZW, right? Or whatever the promotion that Nick Gage is with right now. And wife of Nick Gage passed away. So
it's pretty sad what happened.
Yeah.
And I hope.
So if anyone doesn't know who she is, I mean, watch the Dark Side of the Ring
with Nick Gage.
Yeah. So
I just hope Nick is okay and everything.
Yeah.
I hope so too. I'll just I just hope we don't see another report in a week. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna speculate or nothing, or just
I'm reading right now, and I don't see anything. Their name is Sandra.
Here, let me go. I just saw it here. Let me see.
Death people. Oh my god, that was so cheesy as fuck.
Oh wow, she passed away.
Who passed away?
Yeah, Okay, here's on official on Facebook here. GCW mourns the loss of Sandra Culberstun, the longtime partner and wife of Nick Gage. Sandra was the passionate and fierce member of the MDK gang and was a loud and proud face in the crowd from day one of GCW and CZW. She was part of the GCW family. It was she be remembered and missed. Rest in peace. And it looks like she passed away April 1st. So it's been a couple days.
Oh yeah, I also found out Crowbar had a match on Ring of Honor tonight.
You mean tomorrow night?
Well, it was filmed live, so
yeah.
He wrestled during a taping tonight.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's apparently she's been. This happened April 1st, so I'm like, and they just posted 3 hours ago. Wow.
Anyway, yeah, that's sad. Wow. That's messed up in my opinion, but yeah. Anyway, moving forward. Oh, let me get back to where I was at. The Hurt Syndicate versus the Learning Tree.
Hey, it was an all right match. Honestly, this
and
we all knew the Hurt Syndicate was gonna win and everything, but
in the Learning Tree.
No, you lost that, Phil. Anyways, honestly, it was an all right match.
It was a Dynamite special match, is what I thought.
Yeah,
that's exactly what it was. That should have been on 0 Hour, but I know why it's not, because the Hurt Syndicate, they're so over. They hurt people. They hurt people. We hurt people.
Oh yeah,
we hurt people. It's like one of those things that gets stuck in your head. We hurt people. We hurt people. So Jordan, Country, Josh, and Kelly, all y'all picked the Hurt Syndicate.
Mm-hmm.
I hate you all. I hate you all very much. But me and Phil, ride or die with the Learning Tree. But MJF did cost the Learning Tree the match. However, I thought they would cost he would cost the Hurt Syndicate, but he didn't. So
only 1/3 of your prediction came right.
Hey. So what? It's still cool. Still cool. I'm all right, man. I'm all right.
I'm not too bad about it.
And then we got the trios titles. Rated FTR versus the Death People. And I am going to say this before we go any further is rest in peace, Cope.
Hey, he's not hurt.
Well, at least in the bright. Look at the bright side. At least FTR didn't break up.
Hey, silver linings. I'll take them wherever we can get them.
There's a silver lining to this.
100%. There's a silver lining to this.
So it's split down the middle. Three for Death Riders and the other one for rated FTR.
Yep. Phil, Country, and Jordan. y'all picked RFTR.
I
Don't
want
y'all feel crazy? Don't y'all feel crazy right now?
you'll pick the Death Riders, not the Death People.
I like Death People better. It sounds cooler.
It sounds goofy, cheesy as fuck.
Grew up in the age of when I started watching wrestling. There ain't nothing there. I've seen all types of cheese.
Dude, they had a guy called the Missing Link, bro, and they had a guy called the Question Mark, bro.
Oh, I love the Question Mark. He was hilarious. I was sad that he died, though.
Yeah.
Karate.
Goalie? Is it the goalie or something?
Karate.
Yeah.
Josephus.
He's from Mongolia.
Monrovia.
Yeah, he's from Monrovia.
He was and apparently, what's his name? Aaron Stevens was a student of his Mongrovian karate.
Yeah.
Anyway, but this was actually a really good match. The rated really, really, really good match, and just the ending, it was like, wow, really,
dude. That Shatter Machine, two concertos, 2 power drivers, everything was done in double except for the Shatter Machine. Now, if they would have done the Shatter Machine twice, I'd be like, way to send him way to put somebody on the sidelines for forever.
Yeah, no
literally
shit.
2 power drivers, 2 concertos, and a Shatter Machine. I loved it. I will say this about FTR.
They know how to sell it.
Fucking bravo. Yeah. You deserve that shit.
Assholes, but they know how to sell it.
Fucking awesome, dude. Now, moving forward, what do we think we're going to get from FTR? Are they going to go to their heel stick and take on the Hurt Syndicate? But who's the face and who's the heel?
Good point. Well, here's the thing. Well, if you look at it, though, the Hurt Syndicate are the tweens.
Dude, they're involved with Maxwell and Jacob Asshole Freeman.
They're trying not to be.
No, Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin are like, fuck that guy.
Yeah, well that's all Dynamite. We'll talk about that.
Well, I mean, that happened before the damn pay-per-view, though.
Well, it happened a little bit more now.
Yeah, but whatever. Anyway, the ending of that match, MJF sucker punch Big Bill with a Dynamite diamond ring.
And now Mike's time jumping.
No, I'm not time jumping. I'm still there at the match.
No, we're talking about rated FTR and Death Riders.
Oh, yeah.
It was kind of heel versus heel, though, that match, though. But then again, in second thought, they were the baby faces.
Yeah, they were.
They're tweens. Like, if you look at it, the Hurt Syndicate got cheered because they're kind of tweens.
Anyway, moving forward, match versus title. Jericho versus Bandito.
Great.
This match.
Great.
Shame on you, Mike and Kelly, for that.
No. Hey,
technically, half a point. I'll give you half.
I'll take it.
I'll give it a half. Jericho by cheating. Technically, you're right, but
he got caught.
He got caught
like a motherfucker. I knew he was gonna get caught. I knew he was gonna get caught, man. It was like he got his hands stuck in the cookie jar and he couldn't get it out in time. But the cool thing about it is Jericho did really, really good. Now I want to say something about this. It has came to my attention. I recently overheard that Jericho has been on podcasts talking to people in interviews that he is open to going back to WWE after his contract is ended in AEW.
Mm-hmm.
How do y'all feel about
that? I mean, it's up to him. I mean, what's left?
What else could he
for him
done?
to
He's done
do,
everything. You know, he's a 9-time world champion.
But what about the issues with CM Punk?
He had an issue with. Did he have an issue with him?
Dude, yeah. He was the one sitting there talking about CM Punk's a cancer. He's no good for wrestling. He shouldn't be in wrestling. Does nobody remember this?
Oh,
No. I thought it was Bucks and Omega saying all that shit.
No, it was Chris Jericho. He called him a cancer. And I can see his point though.
Can you?
Well, I look at it this way: if he wants to go into the Hall of Fame, he might have to go back home. You know.
Yeah,
he's Hall of Fame bound. I mean, honestly, how many more years do you think you're going to get out of him? I mean,
the guy's almost
maybe a year.
The guy's almost in his mid-50s.
He is in his mid-50s.
Yeah, he'll be 55 this year.
He'll be 55 this year.
That's mid-50s.
It's way mid-50s, bro.
Yep.
But I will say this about Jericho: he has reinvented himself so many times.
The Ocho, the Nueve, the
Wizard,
Tree,
the Wizard,
the Judas.
I'll be like a fire because I'm a wizard, bitch.
The Judas.
The Judas. Let's see.
But it's
also the
like,
Alpha.
What's left for him to do?
The what was it? The what did he call himself? The something God.
The demo god.
The demo god. There you go. I mean, the only thing I can see for him doing is if he's gonna let his contract expire and go to TNA and win a championship. I mean,
I can see him like
that's gold level right there. That means he do wrestle for every wrestling promotion in the world. And
well, I do have some more information, breaking news, I guess, kind of.
The Ayatollah Rock and Roller.
OVW is no longer affiliated with NWA.
What?
OVW is also no longer. It's owned by some people who own a football club in England.
OVW, ain't that Al Snow stuff, or is that? Am I thinking of something else? Or no, that's overseas, ain't it?
Ohio Valley Wrestling.
Yeah, that's Al Snow, right?
Club in England now owns. Tony Khan.
Not Tony Khan. Oh no. Look, I will do this. I'm gonna be that guy tonight. I will do a thing.
Hey, we try to finish this pay-per-view first before we go any further.
Because it's fun. Morley Sports Management. April 7th, which was 2 days ago, Morley Sports Management, owners of Havard, Fourth West County AFC, and OVW, announced that they have acquired a majority shareholding of Ohio Valley Wrestling. It is set to take effect on May 1st of this year, with Rob Edwards, who founded Morley Sports Management, to become CEO of OVW.
At least OVW is in good hands.
The original founder was Nightmare Danny Davis in Louisville, Kentucky.
Yeah, and also, if I'm correct,
Danny Davis, the referee, Danny Davis.
Yeah,
if I'm correct, wasn't Jim Cornette part owner of OVW? Yeah, he was part of OVW, the original OVW.
This is the promotion that Al Snow was promoting, right? Or
yeah.
So, what did he get pushed out? I mean,
no, he still works for the company. He sold it.
Yeah. Well, he didn't own it. He didn't even own it. There's still key people there. Mickey James is still there. Ed Payer, the CEO, is still there. Mickey James is created. Al Snow.
Before that, the original owner of OVW was the before the other guy bought it, was the mayor of Louisville that bought it.
Yeah.
So who's the people that bought this?
Morley Sports Management, owners of Haverford West County AFC.
So it's a soccer team.
Mm-hmm.
American soccer team or overseas soccer?
British.
We're seeing British.
Oh, so football.
Football, yeah. Funny, right?
I don't know because I what were they planning to do with this now?
We won't know until May 1st.
Okay.
And AJ McKay is part of the broadcast team. Phil, do you remember WABB back in the day?
Yeah, WABB came. Yeah, from like Mobile.
Yeah.
It was a pop radio station.
Yeah, you remember AJ, the DJ, the DJ? Yeah,
the commentator for OVW.
Yeah, he was working for WABB back in the day. Funny, right?
Small world.
Very small world. Which is crazy. But anyway, I'm not going to go too far into other things. So the management is the management of OVW. Al Snow is owner, executive producer. Andrew Jefferson is owner. Becky Cady is executive administrator at OVW Academy. Cornbread Brian Roof is director of admissions, OVW Academy. Chad Miller, owner. Craig Greenberg is an American businessman, lawyer, and politician serving as the third mayor of Louisville Metro. During his mayoral campaign, he was the target of an assassination attempt at his campaign headquarters, but emerged unscathed. He is also an owner. Doug Basham from the Basham Brothers. He's a coach producer of OV, and he's also the OVW National Heavyweight Champion. Jeffrey Tuvlin is owner. Jesse Morris is a producer. Joe Reeves is an owner. Larry Benz is an owner. Matt Jones is an owner. Maria James is a coach producer. Mickey James is creative director, head of female talent, and executive producer. And Nightmare Davis is founder.
Just as like a phone call from my mom. Welcome to the show.
Welcome. No, yeah.
I don't know. Justin wants that phone call. Well, I'll let him explain that. But anyways, but we're going over to predictions and some breaking news over what's going on in wrestling.
Yeah. And now we're getting to the final match.
Somebody better call his mama.
All right, Ernest the Cat Miller. The TNT title, Daniel Garcia versus Adam Cole, baby. Me, Josh, Jordan, and Kelly all predict about Adam Cole. Kelly had him by cheating, but he didn't cheat to win.
No, he didn't. Mm-hmm.
And do we lose Phil?
We lost Phil.
Oh, damn it.
Damn it. The pig ran away again.
There he goes. Hold on. There you go, Phil. Eventually. There you go. What happened?
Don't know.
Double what we got, the disco. What about double what we got?
Reboot your pigs.
But speaking of which,
yeah, but gotta redo the aluminum foil on the ears.
You're lagging.
Samantha Irwin is coming up. Oh, come on.
Anyway, so Daniel Garcia versus Adam Cole was a great match.
Very good match. Very good.
We have a new champion in Adam Cole being the new TNT title.
Yes.
I thought overall the pay-per-view got a 6.5, maybe a 7 out of 10. What really helped it was
I'm proud of Adam Cole for winning that belt.
What really helped this pay-per-view, in my personal opinion, was a triple threat match. And I really didn't have high hopes of that match being really good. But that match was fan-fucking-tastic. It was a show stealer if I've never seen a show stealer. That match was awesome.
Yes. Very, very technical, high flying spots, comedy spots all throughout the match. Just how each one of them would just slapping Ricochet in the head like ah.
Yeah, that has to be the takeaway of the whole night. Was that match was awesome, and the main event was just what the fuck. But other than that, dude, the show was very forgettable. Well, not necessarily forgettable. There was 3 main spots in that whole show that was kind of like, whoa. The FTR taking out Adam Copeland, very bizarre. Anthony Bowen showing up, taking out Max Caster.
Yeah.
The Young Bucks doing what they did. And that triple threat match was awesome. And Adam Cole winning the TNT title. So, I mean, that was
basically to change hands that night. So,
yeah, and the only one that made sense was that one. But Daniel Garcia gave a fucking fight, dude. That was some of the best wrestling I ever seen that man do.
Mm-hmm.
And I am so happy that Adam Cole is going to do some good things with that title, hopefully. But it's Mike Bennett and Matt Taven going from AEW because the way it sounded tonight that they were.
Yes. Now we get into AEW tonight. Honestly, I'm going to give it this. It was the show in its entirety was a meh type of show. I mean, there's matches were good, but what I did notice is that finally they're trying to build some stories.
Mm-hmm.
They're finally doing some story building, which I am down for because that's that was my biggest complaint about them. They got all the fantastic wrestlers there, but god dang, do they know how to tell a story.
The best story right now, the best story going on right now is Athena versus Mercedes.
Oh yeah. I don't think Mercedes is going to make it all the way through the matches. I think that she's going to get knocked off for the tournament.
Well,
it makes no sense for her to try to go for the championship.
Sorry about that.
You're good. But no, man. This is what I'm thinking, though. I mean, so you think Harley Cameron's going to beat Athena?
No.
Harley Cameron's not beating Athena. No. I don't see that.
Okay, so
who's Mercedes when they got next?
Whoever wins out of Harley Cameron and Athena.
They're setting up for the big showdown, and I do hope Athena beats Mercedes.
Damn.
And we get that. See, this is what I don't understand. We get that free on Dynamite, but we get this other bullshit on the pay-per-view. That's a pay-per-view quality match. That's a dream match.
Yeah. But
it's a tournament.
Mercedes and versus what you call it?
Athena.
So wait, wait. Athena is going against Harley Cameron
this Saturday night on Collision.
Yes.
Well, I'm saying to save face with Athena, that Athena's going to have to take an L.
No.
Athena's going to have to take an L. An L. And it's going to be Harley Cameron and Mercedes. And I think Mercedes is going to go away to the finals, but she's going to lose in the finals.
To Billy Starks.
Oh, no. What's the other side looking like?
Right now, you got Jamie Hayter versus Billy Starks. Mm-hmm. And whoever wins that match versus Chris Statlander.
Yeah, it did say that Chris Jericho is leaving AEW for the time being.
Well, I don't see Billy Starks going forward any further than that. So it's going to be Chris Statlander. I think they're going to put it. They're going to give it to Chris Statlander. And
she's already won it once, man. She's already won the Owen Hart Cup title once.
Really? She did? Yeah, she did. Didn't? No.
Willow's won it. Dr. Britt Baker.
Britt Baker, Willow. And this is only the third one, so that's it.
Apparently, also there's rumor that he might go on tour with Fozzy again. What?
No, I don't remember her winning it. No. It is the fourth one, and it's
Britt Baker was the inaugural.
Britt Baker, Mariah May. Britt Baker, Mariah May, Willow, and
whoever wins it this time.
Yeah, so this is the fourth one. Yes, okay. So yeah, she did not win it. So yeah, I don't see in order for Mercedes to go for the heavyweight, she's gonna have to drop the TBS.
I don't think she's gonna have to. I mean, I don't see that part of the cards, man. I mean, she can hold both titles.
Yeah, well, the thing is that this is you can't be. They can't put all the titles on her. They can't. I mean, she's not worth it. You know, she's not worth to be like glorified like this.
No.
Hell, they made Stephanie McCure
vacate the NXT
and vacate the
North American title.
North American title. So,
well, Ring of Honor works a little bit different. Ring of Honor, whenever Jay Lethal won the TV championship, he also held the world championship at the same time and had several matches for months on end until
this isn't WWE.
Yeah,
they don't. Yeah, like I said, they made Omos drop the tag team title for Pro Wrestling Noah and everything.
I mean, honestly, if Mercedes goes all the way, I mean, do you really see Tony Storm and Mercedes Moné going at it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Right.
I see Tony Storm retaining.
I also see that. I really hope Athena wins though. Athena needs this.
But then who's going out of Athena? See, this is what I'm saying though, Phil. They're giving us a pay-per-view match on Dynamite next week for free. If it is Mercedes Moné and you get Athena, that's a pay-per-view match. That's up there like Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair match.
And we're getting it for free. I can't believe it.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm just like, why now? Like, they should be.
If that's the case, then why the fuck did you have the other shitty ass matches on the pay-per-view?
I guess building up, but
there is no build-up. It's a tournament. There's no build-up in a tournament. There's an outside feud that goes on because they have social media banter.
I do. Well, there is a storyline, though. I have a feeling, though, that Will Ospreay. I cannot wait, though. I really do hope Will Ospreay gets that belt off Mox.
We have to wait to Global Life, fucking whatever, All In or whatever. But I am going to say this: the pay-per-view itself, in my opinion, was a 6 to 6.5. What saved that pay-per-view?
It was an 8 out of 10 for me.
I'm gonna say 7.
I'm giving it an 8. I'm giving it an 8. It wasn't bad, you know.
AEW pay-per-views are never bad, Phil. They're never bad. And I'm not nitpicking about anything. I'm not nitpicking about this. I'm not nitpicking about that. The only thing that I am very, very distraught, and I'm glad I did not thank you, Josh, is all I'm gonna say. I just said thank you, Josh. That's all I'm gonna say. Because I didn't do a thing. So All I'm going to say on that aspect is I'm glad you finally got it there, brother. The only thing I'm going to say is
Ever paid for 90 cents.
This pay-per-view, those 3 matches should have been for free. If you're giving us Athena and Mercedes for the free, there's no fucking way those other 3 matches should have been on the pay-per-view. You can't make me even want to believe that, Phil. You can't sell me that. I'm not a fucking Eskimo looking to buy ice to build an igloo, brother. I'm just saying. It's just not happening, Captain. You can't make me want to believe that. So you're giving it an 8 because of what reason? I want to hear your reason you giving it an 8. Now, I'll tell you my reason on giving it what I give it.
Because
we all know the matches are good. But why did you give it an 8?
Maybe because I feeling, maybe because like I didn't give it a 10 because it wasn't the greatest pay-per-view ever.
Where we got the disco Roboto. Where we got the disco Roboto. Double.
Popcorn.
Yeah.
But anyways,
maybe because I have a feeling it's part of the storytelling.
How can you tell a story in a tournament, Phil?
No, I'm talking about the main event.
So do you give the main event an 8? You give that the whole?
No, I give the entire pay-per-view an 8.
Because of the main. Okay, all right.
Because of the main event, I gave it a 7.
Yeah, that's why I gave it a 6.5. And I could have gave it a 7, but that triple threat match wasn't that damn great. I mean, it was great, but it couldn't save the pay-per-view. It couldn't save the pay-per-view.
No.
That alone is worth 5 points.
Yeah. If it was anyone, honestly, if it was anyone else interfering, if it was anyone else that was interfering in that match, that probably would have made sense. The Bucks, why? And they didn't even really explain it. This Dynamite, which kind of pissed me off. So it was just like, why?
So you gave it an overall 8 out of 10 because of the storylines and where they're going and the main event. Okay. Sure. In Fantasyland, I could have gave it an 8 as well. But what killed it for me was the 3 bullshit matches for the Owens Hart tournament. And here we are a week removed. And in 2 weeks, we're going to get Mercedes Moné versus Athena. And you're going to tell me that makes logical sense for a dream match to happen on free paper on free television when that should have left. And now if that was on the pay-per-view, I would have gave that bitch an 8. You're fucking right.
Mm-hmm.
But we got Kyle Fletcher versus Mark Briscoe. We got the Jet Kevin Knight versus Will Ospreay, and we got Mercedes Moné versus Julia Hart. That's what we got on the pay-per-view. And for that and the main event alone dropped that rating from a 10 all the way down to a 4.5. What saved that pay-per-view, in my personal opinion, was the FTR shit in that triple threat match. And there is no way in hell anybody can tell me those 2 matches wasn't worth the fucking price of admission.
Oh, hell no.
They were.
Definitely.
Without those 2 on that card, that show would have lost its ass.
I thought it was pretty funny though, the people's reactions. I just couldn't help but laugh at it. I was a little disappointed, but yet seeing people's reactions, like these WWE's these podcasters like JD and stuff like that. I just laughed at the reactions because it was just fucking hilarious. They lost their fucking shit, dude. It was hilarious.
Well, I mean, you sat there for 7 fucking hours and you get shitted on by the fucking owner of the company, basically. I'd be pissed too.
Executive.
You sat there for 7 fucking hours. 7 fucking
hours. I knew something was going to happen with something was going to happen. So I kind of, just took it as a grain of salt.
Oh, the other news that came out of that fucking pay-per-view. I know we're kind of skipping Dynamite right now, but when they went off the air, I guess Swerve has some choice words for
Booker T.
All right, I have a question. I haven't followed this beef at all. I know Booker T was the first one to say something, and then
I have no idea what's all that about. So this is
apparently it's like a podcaster that Booker T does not want to take and everything, and apparently he was bashing all the stuff that Swerve was doing and everything because what do you expect? He has a Legends contract. He works for WWE, and he's saying he was bad. He was all because he criticized Swerve for what he said about not enough blacks winning WWE championships.
He did say a thing. Yeah, Swerve did say a thing.
I mean,
and it's true.
Kind of true, though. I mean, look what happened to him against Triple H at WrestleMania 2003.
Well, let's talk recent, man. I mean, you have Obafemi as the world heavyweight title, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's a black dude, and then before him, you had Trick Williams, right? Remember, Trick Williams was the heavyweight title. And before him, you had Ethan Page, and before him, you had Carmelo Hayes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
we're talking about the main belt, though. WWE belt.
I'm talking WWE in all general, dude. I'm talking WWE through the whole thing. I can see where Swerve would say something like that, but dude, in NXT, that world championship it's owned by Obafemi, dude. That dude owns that title. He ain't going to release it unless he's ready to release it.
Oh hell no! Yeah,
it's over with. I mean that's a thing, dude.
That's a buff Ugandan giant right there,
dude. Fuck that. That's over. And then on the main roster, there is nobody that's black that holds the title right now, if I'm correct.
That's what he was talking about.
And I'm talking mid-card and everything. I'm talking all of it. And the bad thing about it is you have more Latin stars holding titles in WWE than you do African Americans or black people, rather. It's kind of sad to the point that
the only Latin person holding the title is
Raquel Rodriguez.
And Stephanie Raquel Rodriguez. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, nobody else is
white.
But then again,
Liv Morgan's cocaine white. She's so white. God. Cody Rhodes is so white. God.
He actually has some Latino in him from his mother's side. Cody?
What he been to jail?
No, he actually has Cuban in him from his mother's side, from Mama Rhodes' side.
I'm going to tell you this much about Cody Rhodes. He may be mixed. So Dustin may be mixed too. But them boys is white boys.
I don't think they have the same mom.
No, they're half brothers.
Yeah. Well, like I said, them boys is white boys.
Them are white. There's no way around that.
Them boys is white, bro. And I'm not trying to blow smoke or anything. Them boys is white.
That's like saying you got 5% Cherokee in you.
Yeah.
Because like after how many village raiding parties,
And Josh, that's like calling you a white boy too. I mean,
only half.
Only half.
I'm half Mexican and half white. Somewhere along the line, I'm halfway right.
Halfway right. You got
I got people say I look like a Native American.
I mean, kinda. I could go with
heck. Sometimes when I had a beanie and everything, I was wearing my.
You get out in the sun, maybe.
When I was wearing my beanie one time and my Motorhead beanie, I was wearing my plaid shirt and everything. I got mistaken for a cholo one time.
First of all, it's pronounced cholo.
Cholo.
Yeah. Hey, you know how
there's no mistaking.
It's not when I have my beard though.
You white motherfucker.
I look like I look like a light skinned Mexican.
Wow. I don't know how racist
the country's like I'm 100% white.
Yeah, and this right here is a racial debate kind of thing. And I'm not trying to talk about race cards or pool race cards or anything. But Swerve, it has a point to a certain degree, but NXT is dude, that's a no. But in TNA,
well, actually, there was like a little bit of a questionable call. I don't know if it was an audible or what, but man, for the was it Ricky Saints doing his promo on all the contenders coming out, and I don't know who was the Native American one, but man, he tore into what's his name? Pillman Jr. I can't pronounce
Brian Pillman
Jr. Yeah, he tore into him. It's like see, white people like you stole land from us. I'm like, oh gee, they're going there. I'm like, ew.
Yikes.
Tatanka Jr. Yeah.
But
yeah, that was kind of the shocking moment.
Tatanka's son?
Like, oh. No.
Okay, I was about to say.
But that's how he came off. Is like
fuck.
Excuse me. See, but basically he just tore into Alexa King. He's like, see, white people like you don't deserve to get like. Whoa, wait a minute. Wow. I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, and like I said though, man, and then all of a sudden you get Julia turning heel last night.
Julia, I've seen her heel before.
Yeah, she turned heel last night.
Oh yeah. Okay, I know what you mean. But no, I think I don't think she's turning heel. I think more or less she's just pissed because she lost her title.
Oh, she's heel. She's heel, bro. That's straight heel. That's heel. Dude, that's heel Julia.
Hey, she could be heel only one, but I just like to see them high heels that she was doing. Oh my god,
she's a beautiful woman. She's a beautiful woman.
Speaking of which, I also watched.
All of them are good, man. Yeah,
I also got to watch a little bit of like the last Stardom program where Mina had her last match where she was wrestling all of her friends and everything, even she wrestled Tam Nakano because she's going to AEW and she's saying goodbye to her fans in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
What I've read, she wants to be AEW Women's World Champion.
She can do it.
Like Hikaru Shida and Riho. She wants to be the third Japanese woman to hold that title.
You want to know something?
What?
I'm going to get the meter Friday.
I'm jealous.
Yes, I'll be going to C2E2 this for the all 3 days. Actually doing a little bit of work there too. I got a buddy of mine that got a booth. He needs some help. Gave me a weekend pass. I was like, give me 5 hours this day. Give me 5 hours that day. And you have me all day Sunday. But other than that,
man,
see my eyes. You see, I'm crying right now.
Why?
Because I want to be there. Damn it! I want to be there. That's why I'm crying.
Well, god dang, hop in the car, get your ass over here.
Shit.
And like it's immune to the you know what I'm talking about?
Hey, tell your boss Thursday night. Hey, I got something. Every time I cough, my balls extend, man, out to the sky. You know, I gotta see a doctor.
Yeah, go with Josh. Yeah, I know, right? I would. I'd love to. I'd love to go with Josh. Yeah, that.
Josh, are you Mexican on your dad's side or your mom's side?
Me?
Yeah.
Dad's side.
So what's your last name?
What's my last name?
Oh yeah, no.
You know what? I am not. I'm not putting my last name out there.
All right.
I can tell you it's 11 letters in it.
It's
oh
a Jeopardy
God!
question,
Including your
actually.
your mother's maiden name.
No, not my mother's maiden name. No, I don't do that.
No.
Well, you know, wait a minute. You have me on Facebook. You know what my last name is.
Oh, Corvinus.
Hey, shut up.
Why would you shut up?
Not even close.
No, it just sounds Latino though. It sounds Latin.
Actually, I got told it sounded very Italian sometimes, but there's not.
It does have that Latin feel. It does have that. It does still has that Latin feel to it. You know, like you know.
I had a lot of people say it sounds Italian, but it's not because I already
Latin
did the DNA test.
It still has a Latin European feel to it. I said it, Latin European.
No, I will say my name translated to English means red cave, and that's what I named my basement.
Tito, Bendito, Perez, Garcia, Marquez, Burrito, Enchilada. Yep. I mean, you forgot taco. You forgot
tacos.
Yeah.
Can't forget the tacos.
Yeah.
But no, it's like on my dad's side. But unfortunately, with my dad's side, I got 12 brothers and sisters. Known. Confirmed.
Mine's so awesome that most people who have my name are famous are African American.
Let's see, my last name is so rare. You would.
Well, my last name. Well,
his last name.
It's named after a scientist.
I won't say it on the air, but it's a cupcake.
Or a scientist.
I'll leave it at that.
Or a scientist. The last name of a scientist.
Oh, okay.
Of a dead scientist from the Elizabethan period.
No, Phil.
Or like around the 1700s.
Phil, your scientist invented the figs.
Figs.
Your mother invented the figs.
Your mother goes to college.
Ooh.
Now we're getting some mama jokes now. Jesus Christ. All right. We're getting way off topic now.
Anyway. So, did you watch Raw by any chance, Josh?
Yes.
I'm going to ask you 2 questions, and I want you to be honest. How invested are you with the Jay Gunther match?
With the what?
Jay and Gunther match at Mania. How invested are you?
How invested am I? Honestly, they with everything going on, it should be a higher profile match, but for some reason it's kind of losing momentum to me.
Last week it gained momentum whenever he attacked Jimmy.
Yes.
And blood was everywhere.
Yes.
This week
honestly, I wish they would just save that for next week. They should save that spot
the last minute.
So, but they fucked up and they let Jay talk this week, and he sounded like a middle school crybaby wussy bitch.
So I guess no yeet.
I am not afraid of you no more.
So I guess no yeet.
I was like, what? They come off, and I don't want to use this word very
bully.
It came off very, very high schooly.
Yeah. That's a good assumption of it. Yeah, I was like, wow. I mean, you went from that powerful moment last week to this. They should have had all this shit flip flopped.
I agree.
That moment, what Gunther did to his brother, that should have been the highlight of next week. That should have been the go home. So,
but to me, I kind of see why they didn't, because that right there would have been like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? You know, because that's like, how do you expect him to lose at Mania after that? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you expect him to lose at Mania after that?
I don't think he's. You know what? I don't think he's.
I don't think he's going to lose, dude. I really don't feel. I don't feel like he should lose the title now. I really don't.
What, Gunther?
Neither Royal Rumble winner is main event in WrestleMania, and I know why. Because the matches are weak, dude. The matches are weak.
Yeah, it's like nobody. Honestly, is like with was it Flair and Tiffany Stratton?
Hold on a minute. Hold on. Okay. Now we're talking SmackDown. Did you see
Raw? Okay. We'll just do Raw. But
okay,
yeah,
my next question though is this: how invested are you with the LWO and Americana Grande?
Dude, that's honestly is like, it's fun to watch. That's just pure fun. It's like,
should that be a WrestleMania match?
Are they making it a WrestleMania match?
Rey Mysterio versus El Americana Grande.
Wow.
Ray went to Adam Pearce and begged for the match to be at WrestleMania.
I mean, it's a good filler match.
Should it be night 1 or night 2?
God, they got so many matches. That should be a night 1. It should be a night 1.
Okay. Yeah. But those are my 2 questions. Now, all the matches that should be taking place. I hope Kevin Owens gets better soon.
That sucked. What happened to him?
It did. It's terrible.
Country, that would be kind of really hard to unmask him, and all of a sudden be Aleister Black. I mean, I think the tattoos would give it away.
Alone, especially with the.
I mean, those tattoos are so noticeable that they were banned in Saudi Arabia.
Honestly, it's like, yeah,
well, they were
like one Aleister's like 6 something, and Chad Gable is like 5'5". That 5'6".
This is what I think they should have done. If they're going to do it, then they should have him be unmasked and be one of the Creed brothers. I still believe that should happen.
Oh yeah, Kevin Owens said Randy Orton knew he was being followed by a giant sperm during his WrestleMania 33 entrance.
Ooh. Yeah, I see.
Sorry.
KO is still doing cheap shots. I love it. I did hear a rumor that they're going to still do the Randy Orton match, and it's going to be Carmelo Hayes versus Randy Orton. How do y'all feel about that?
Shoot, with actually no.
Honestly, I think doesn't mind putting a lot of wrestlers over.
I want Randy Orton, but I think Nick Aldis needs just to come out. He needs to come out and just finally just whoop his ass.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Now, here's another fun one that I don't like it. I wish it was not a WrestleMania match.
We never knew
versus AJ Styles.
What the fuck?
Who?
See, that's what I'm saying. El America Grande should be like the Blue Blazer. That's exactly my point, man.
We just don't want him to go out like the Blue Blazer.
That's the thing. I don't want it to be like the Blue Blazer at all.
Yeah,
because it's
you know, at some point there's going to be a mask versus mask type of deal, and it's going to lose, and all of a sudden, hey, it's Chad Gable. Like, no shit, really, you know.
Yeah, But how do y'all feel about the AJ Styles versus Logan Paul match?
I agree. It should be Orton versus AJ Styles.
I can go.
Logan,
it might be now, but
no, it's Carmelo Hayes versus.
I'm gonna say it's whatever move list that fucking Paul steals from Hangman Adam Page. But you know what? I'm gonna say it's gonna be a decent match. A decent match.
The descent match. The descent match is just going to descend to hell because it's going to suck.
Well, it's mid card. That's all it is.
AJ Styles is going to carry the match.
Yeah, it's going to be a match. You know, it's like hold my beer. I gotta go take a piss.
Oh, here's one about Jim Johnston bashing the music and wrestling today. It's almost frustration to me a few times. I'm going through cable stations and I land on one of these programs. Just everything seems just shaking my head. Like, what does this music have to do with anything? We've gone where you could be cooking in the kitchen and the TV's 2 rooms away and you can tell who's coming out to the ring, and now it's noise.
I don't know. Anthony Bowens came out in the freaking Jane's Addiction.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool, though.
That was awesome, dude.
I guess he was
and I like
CFO, you know. What's it called? Not CFO, what is it called? The other, not CFO, that current people in WWE that does the music.
CFO, yeah, that's
not CFO. It's the other one. Def Rebel.
Oh, they're terrible. They don't do it no more. They're done.
I'm glad. Who does the music now for WWE? CFO. About time.
Yeah. I did like Swerve Strickland's entrance because it was based on a comic book character.
Static Shock.
Static Shock. Yes, I love that.
Yeah.
People don't realize that it's not Black Lightning.
When I first, it took me a couple minutes, not a couple minutes, but a couple seconds. I was like, oh, he's dressed up as Static. Okay.
I used to watch the animated series. It's based on a DC comic created by what's his name? Dwayne.
No, it wasn't. It was in DC first.
Dwayne McDuffie created him.
But it was his own publication first.
Milestone.
Then DC bought the rights.
Yeah, Milestone. I'm glad DC bought Milestone because they preserved a lot of great heroes for that company.
No, they only use Static. That's it.
They did brought back the Milestone about a few years ago.
Well, they also own Wildstorm too, and they ain't done shit with them.
Jim Lee sold them that.
Well, technically, Jim Lee didn't sell them nothing. It's just Jim Lee's running DC.
He's the CEO of DC Comics now.
But that Wildstorm versus DC arc was fucking awesome.
I love this Wildcats comic.
I was a big fan of the Wildstorm era, dude. I still am, man. I wish Wildstorm was still around. Oh my god, dude.
Grifter's still around. That's the only one that's still around. Image. I like Grifter though from Wildcats. He was pretty funny.
Did y'all see Jake Roberts absolutely shred Bret Hart? It was glorious.
I remember snake fighting Macho Man Randy Savage.
No, I guess was there an interview or something that he did?
Well, how do y'all feel about Ric Flair not being allowed to go to the WWE WrestleMania?
Really?
Wow. I did not know that. What did he do this time?
Nothing. He works for AEW, of course.
I thought he's no longer working for AEW.
He's still under contract. He even came out and said he was still under contract.
Really?
So they're being petty about that, and they're letting Sting.
Hold on, let me double check. Hold on.
So Josh just texted me the link.
He's still under AEW contract.
So that's why he's not allowed to come to the WrestleMania. Oh yeah, it is true. Fozzie's on tour.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's the reason why he left. Why he said, "I'm leaving."
God dang it. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to. Oh, that's why. Why do people send me stuff from X? I don't use X.
There's another one the one that replaced that a lot of people use it. What's it called? Blue something? Blue Sky?
You eat blue chews? What you trying to tell me there?
Blue Sky.
I like Sky Blue. She's hot.
No, there's a Twitter called Blue Sky.
I don't know nothing about it. Anyway.
It's like Twitter, except it's not owned by Elon Musk.
Ric Flair blames AEW contract for keeping him from attending WrestleMania 41. Appearing on Busted Open Radio, Ric Flair addressed whether he'll be part of WrestleMania 41 should seem to defeat Cody Rhodes for the undisputed WWE Championship. The answer no, and not because he doesn't want to be there. I wish I could say that I was, but I'm not, and I understand why. I'm not mad about it by any means. Flair admitted every time they talk about the title, my name gets mentioned. They keep me relevant. It's very cool. John is a great guy. Cody is a great guy. So I want WWE to bring him in for what could be a historic passing of the torch moment. Flair pointed him to his current ties with AEW. I work for another company, explained. I'm sure I would be more than welcome. Absolutely. If I wasn't working with Tony, I would absolutely be there. They couldn't keep me out of the building.
Yeah, tell you the truth, I didn't think he was so with AEW. That's why I thought that when they were mentioning, when John Cena was mentioning his name, I thought maybe during the middle of the match he just comes out and interferes. Or something like that, but
he's still celebrating his Woo energy drink.
Sure.
No, they don't even advertise that anymore.
I thought it was pretty funny though. Mina actually met me. There's the one time Mina was drunk and everything. She met Ric Flair. She was doing the woo, and Rick told her to shut up.
Hey, shut up, fat boy.
Don't be talking to Mina like that.
All right, so now the next question.
Finally got the link. Hold on. I'm just sending it to you, Mike.
Go for it.
There you go. Flair needs to let it go. No, honestly, that's what I thought the plan was. Is like that during the Cody and Cena match to prevent Cena from beating Flair's record. I thought maybe he'll come out and like trip him up or something like that.
Y'all ready?
Yep.
Are you fucking kidding me? You didn't get screwed, asshole. You got what you deserved. How do you have the right not to drop that title that was given to you? You did not beat up anybody to get that. I don't want to lose the belt in Canada. Fuck you, Brett. Are you serious? You didn't win the belt, Brett. They gave it to you. You didn't kick anybody's ass. Get over your fucking self. Are you serious? It makes me fucking sick. It's just a fucking job. You're an actor, man. Go out and do your damn job. You know, if you tried that back in the day, they said, fine, that's no problem. They'd put you in the ring with some shooter, and you'd be begging to give that belt up. That's just the way it was done back in the day. The reason you have that title is because some other schmuck was a good enough guy to lose to you. You not dropping that title tells me you don't give a flying fuck about anybody else but yourself. And that's very selfish. It's wrong. And if you're contemplating doing it, that's for you.
Damn.
I remember hearing this. I'm just like, wow. But to be honest, I think it could have been done a lot better. But, you know, Brett didn't. It was still fucked up either way.
Wow. All right. So this right here is where I go crazy.
Wait. Hold on. Mike's rant is brought to you by
Dummy!
W Energy drinks. Get your W Energy drinks at w.gg. Use our promo code Ringside Rants, 10% off of your order, and go W. Now.
All right, so this is what pisses me off about that whole scenario. Everybody has said this, that, and the other about Bret Hart, this, that, and the other. Bret screwed Bret. Vince didn't screw Bret. It was all Bret. He didn't want to give the title up, this, that, and the other, all the way down to the very last minute. Then they're going to take the title from him no matter what.
Or was it all work and everything? That what Razor?
All I'm going to say is this, and anyone and everyone can take it how they want. I watched that match where Bret Hart flipped the fuck out on national pay-per-view. And actually worldwide pay-per-view at the time. And all I can say is, to me growing up, I was a Bret the Hitman Hart fan. He was never my favorite guy over at all, but he was still one of my guys. I mean, I liked him because he was a technical wrestler. But for them to do him the way they did, no matter if he didn't want to drop the belt or whatever, they should have came up with a better solution than what they did on television or on pay-per-view. That ranks up there with the Sting Jeff Hardy match when Jeff Hardy was too inebriated to even wrestle on TNA Sacrifice 2000 and what was that,
2011 against Sting.
Yeah. That ending ranks up there with that whole match.
I saw that and it was horrible.
It was forgettable, man. And all I'm going to say is this: Bret Hart screwed Bret Hart, maybe, but WWF fucked Bret Hart bad. So Jake Roberts is entitled to his opinion because he's a legend.
I respect Jake Roberts' opinion.
Not really different scenarios, though. They're really not. One of them is an inebriated, drunken asshole that's given, and the match was shitty. The other side of the coin, it was a great match. The ending made it to become shitty. It's okay. Then how about this? It's almost as bad as putting the damn WCW heavyweight title around David Arquette. There you go. That all three of those have something in common that just makes you go, "What the fuck?" Like it almost ruined wrestling for a lot of people because of stupid shit like that. And I'm speaking from a fan's perspective. Like, a lot of people quit watching TNA because of that shit that Jeff Hardy pulled. A lot of people quit watching WCW because of David Arquette shit. A lot of people quit watching WWF because of the fucking shit they pulled on Bret Hart.
The Montreal Screwjob, yeah.
Yeah. All three of those had the same thing in common. People quit watching their program.
Yeah,
people,
it's like I
agree.
I agree that Bret Hart
because of what happened with WrestleMania 17.
It's like I
because of that.
It's like I agree with what I agree that Bret Hart shouldn't have been a little bitch about it, but also at the same time I don't blame WWE WWF at the time. I'm surprised that they shouldn't have done what they done either. So it's like it's a damned if you do, damned if you don't.
It's a hostile working environment after what they did. I mean, shit, that's very hostile. You give someone he even told y'all, like, hey,
it's like I don't want to lose it here. I'll surrender it on Monday.
He even said he dropped the belt on Monday. Like he kept his. Knowing Bret, he would have kept his promise. He wouldn't stab Vince in the back. He wouldn't.
Honestly, a lot of
he trusted Vince. He trusted Vince with all of his heart. He was like a second father to him, and he felt like what Vince did to him was a stab in the back.
Well, I mean, Vince has also been the same guy that over years has always been the guy to stab you first before you stab him. True story.
But then again,
Not Medusa though.
This also compares to the finger poke of doom too. You know, that was another thing that led to the that and then. Well, actually no. This is Hogan versus Jeff Jarrett.
Oh God, that was just what the fuck.
Yeah, that's how that was. Is like he just laid down, pin him, and is like.
Apparently, it was a work at first, but then apparently Vince Russo went off script, and he basically said "fuck Hulk Hogan," yada yada yada.
Yeah.
That was on pay-per-view actually, and then on Monday Night Nitro, he did the same shit. You have creative control. You're right. You have creative control. Well, here's your belt. Get the fuck out of here. Don't come back. Well, I'm not going to book you in any matches from here to eternity. Have a good life. Bye. That's exactly what Vince Russo did.
And that's exactly how Vince and Bischoff were like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm. And that's what drove a lot of people away from TNA.
Vince Russo's bullshit.
I can honestly say this: the formation of TNA back in the day when it was on pay-per-view for $10 every Wednesday night was good shit.
Mm-hmm.
It was good shit.
What do you think about those pole matches?
Because Jarrett had a hand in it.
Jarrett was smart. Jarrett's a smart businessman.
Yeah,
and I love old school TNA, dude. I mean, I was there in the formation of it. Like I would do some stuff there, and I love TNA.
I mean, Ken Shamrock was awesome. R-Truth was awesome in it. I think, hell, I even thought that AJ Styles and Jerry Lynn were a great tag team.
Mm-hmm.
Jericho Regal team.
No, that happened that happened when Russo was in WCW.
Yeah, I think Russo was already in WCW by that time.
That was in 2001 when Jericho pissed in Regal's tea. It was fun. I think that was Chris Jericho's idea.
Jericho has always been one of those masterminds, one of those wild card guys, man.
Chris Jericho is a comic genius. He does a lot of comedic things. I mean, he's the one who came up with the idea for Ralphus. His manager, Ralphus, one of the backstage guys.
Regal does some funny shit too. The best I see, the last of the best thing I seen him do when Danhausen did this curse on him and he fucking sold it.
Yeah, that was at the New Orleans lakefront or New Orleans arena, man. I was there during that whole thing. That was cool. I was there live for that. That was very cool.
Oh, Regal!
Dude, I even loved it when he was hitting on Excalibur. You lovely man in the mask, I could eat you up. He was always hitting on Excalibur. You lovely man in the mask.
Lovely man in the mask. But but now here's where we're talking about WrestleMania again. Friday Night SmackDown. I'm sorry. Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair going.
Oh my God, that was awful.
They went.
It wasn't Tiffany's fault. It was Charlotte's fault for going off script.
Tiffany broke first.
Really?
What did Charlotte break first, or was it Tiffany?
I think it was Charlotte broke first, and it's like
she said something about the oh yeah, that's right, because she said about what's his name being in her DMs.
Mm-hmm.
What was it? What's that guy's name that was part of the
Donovic something.
It's Ludwig Kaiser.
Oh, Ludwig Kaiser. Okay, yeah.
was in her DMs. That's what Charlotte said to Tiffany. And then Tiffany said, yeah, you know, you're 0 for 3 in marriages. And then all of a sudden, Andrade posted on social media, I support you in everything you do, like a cuck. No offense. He really did. And I was like,
wait, supported who? Tiffany Stratton or Charlotte Flair? Like a what?
Like a cuckold. I support you. I support you no matter what you do. You're a great human. I'm like, man, come on, man. Get out of here. Get out of here. Stop it. Stop it.
Nah.
But no, and I was just like,
yeah, that was a little bit hard to watch, and you could tell that Tiffany had to left the ring before shit got real.
And supposedly there is really backstage heat between them two.
Honestly,
what do you expect? Charlotte is jealous of Tiffany.
Are you sure it's because Tiffany Stratton hasn't had a legitimate feud yet with her title?
No.
Oh, that can't be the reason at all.
Well,
Phil?
maybe.
It's like, but there's a feud, and there's like they're fucking hitting below the belt. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Well, here's the thing: Charlotte is selfish. She never put over anybody.
Yeah, she did. She put over Sasha Banks.
Yeah, but you know she is. She's the mean girl of WWE. She has go the fuck
only to give Sasha Banks a 24-hour title reign.
4 times.
4 times. Yeah.
I will say this.
I still can't forgive her for what she did to Oscar WrestleMania 34. I can't.
That was all Vince. That was Vince. That was a Vince call.
That was a Vince call because Triple H didn't want her losing on NXT, period, because of who she was.
Exactly.
Yeah, good for some real heat, but at what expense, though? Do y'all remember the real heat that came with AEW? Everybody was like, oh, that's bad. And now everybody's like, oh, WWE, that's good. So, I mean, come on, man. I mean, you can't boo one and cheer the other. You can't do that. If you boo one, you got to boo the other. You know, you can't play the fence. Well, it's different. It's WWE's. Okay, so it was different because it was AEW? It's the same.
Well, no, I'll take it back because Britt Baker's hasn't been on TV for a while, and she's in the.
She ran her mouth. She ran her mouth.
She fucked around and found out.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah,
because that's why TK took off for too. Okay, he's like, okay, you want to be like that? Then you're not getting TV time.
It surprised me. Is like I was watching. I don't know why it's still on my shit. Is when Cody was with the company, they were doing the backstage shows and everything, and she was straight up talking shit about Thunder Rosa not surrendering the title, Tony Storm being called the interim title holder. She was just talking mad shit about that.
She was petty because she wanted to be the women's division. She was selfish.
All right. But Country, I will say this about because they had great animosity. Also, Bret Hart is one of the most professional people in the sport of wrestling. Even if he did not like you and he could respect you enough to work with you, he did his job.
He did put Bret over at WrestleMania 12. That was a great match too. That 60-man Iron Man match. They both put on a banger, despite the fact they did not like each other.
Yes.
They were very professional towards each other.
And I would say Sean, back in the day, not now, but back in the day, was very
egotistical
back in the day.
Yeah.
Awful.
I mean, it was overbooked. It was overbooked. I agree with that. But But the whole thing, well, yeah, I mean, look at the way it was set up. Shawn Michaels out there running a marathon is basically being Mac from Mike Tyson's Punch Out, while Bret Hart's sitting in a damn gymnasium, basically working out. You have Bret Hart's in there working out, and then you have Shawn Michaels doing like triathlons, decathlons, getting in shape, working with what was that dude's name? Rudy. God, not Rudy. What was his name? Because he's the one who trained him and everything. And
I did like what Shawn Michaels did.
I know who you're talking about.
Get prevented from getting hurt, though. I like that.
I mean,
despite his ego, he did help out that person with Down syndrome.
Yeah.
That just shows that he has some human in him.
Yeah, he does. I mean, a lot of people do, man. I mean, but out of a rating of 1 to 10, though, Josh, I have a question for you. How seriously are you wanting to watch WrestleMania? Both nights.
For free? 10. Well, okay, I know what you mean, but honestly, there's only maybe a couple matches I'm looking forward to. That's it. Honestly, I want to see even though they screwed up the story of Gunther and Jay, I want to see that match. I definitely want to see Cody and
Cena.
Obviously, see the triple threat match. CM Punk, Roman Reigns, and
Seth
Rollins. Yeah, I want to see that one. For shits and giggles, I want to see the Rey Mysterio and the Americano match. Other than that, there's maybe just to see Rhea Ripley's bun shake. That's about it.
What about Braun Breaker versus Penta?
Well, it's actually ain't it a fatal 4-way now, ain't it? Or is that something else?
Yeah, it is a fatal 4-way.
No, or is it a triple threat?
No, it's fatal 4-way. It's Dominic, Finn, Penta, and Braun Breaker.
Actually, that match I do want to see. That's going to be a good match right there.
LA Knight versus
Yeah,
he's versus somebody. Who is he facing? Shit, I can't remember.
Shit. I forgot too.
You know what? I'll Google the card for Mania. Right now.
It seems like now it's just like they're throwing matches together now.
All right, here we go. Okay. Here goes the 41 WrestleMania card right now. Cody Rhodes, John Cena.
Want to watch it.
Roman, CM Punk, Seth Rollins.
Gonna watch it.
Gunther versus Jey Uso.
I'm interested in it.
Io Sky versus Bianca versus Rhea.
Just watching it for Rhea.
Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte.
Don't care. Actually,
I care more because he went off script.
Honestly, honestly, it's just going to be going to just a male thing, be like, I just want to see some ass.
I got you. AJ Styles versus Logan Paul. LA Knight versus the Samoan werewolf, Jacob Fatu.
Ooh. That might be one to watch.
For the United States Championship.
Yeah. That might be one to watch.
The Fatal 4-Way Intercontinental Championship match, Braun Breaker, Finn Balor, Penta versus Dominic.
That's going to be a good one.
Ray versus El Grande Americano.
Yes. I totally want to see that one.
Jade Cargill versus Naomi.
Ooh. Honestly, I really don't want to care. I really don't care about the match. I just want to see what Jade Cargill cosplay has coming out. Because she does awesome cosplay.
She's a beautiful woman, though.
Oh yeah.
I would definitely not kick her out of the bed for eating cookies. Beautiful woman.
Don't let your old lady hear that.
Yeah, I know, right? But no, I mean, I'm being serious though, man. I mean, that's the whole.
Well, honestly, I'm not gonna knock it. I think it's gonna be a good. I think it's gonna be a good match. But am I invested in it?
That's 10 matches, 5 per night so far. I think the match that's going to steal the show is the 4-way match between Breaker, Finn Balor, Penta, and Dominic.
Yeah, I agree.
The second match that I'm looking forward to is the LA Knight Jacob Fatu. I think that's going to be a night stealer too. Whatever. Yes. If they're both on the same night, I'm like, what the fuck? What are you thinking?
Mm-hmm.
Ray.
I know they're going to add some more matches. And tag team. Ain't there a tag team match?
No.
Not even a tag team ship?
No.
They always hate their tag teams. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Apparently, you heard what Carl Anderson said. He said he's glad he's out of WWE now. I don't know why. I think he just did it for the money.
I mean, where's he going to go back to New Japan or back to TNA?
Probably AEW or something like that with the Young Bucks.
The Young Bucks.
Technically, they never really had a run in AEW.
Because they were TNA. They were TNA.
They're only there because of the TNA deal, but they never really had a run in AEW. So,
but most likely they'll probably go to New Japan and work AEW and possibly New Japan.
I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about that.
You don't like Anderson and Gallows?
I do. And how do y'all feel about Jeff Cobb not signing with WWE yet?
I'm glad. New Japan needs him. He's still. That was just a rumor. Oh hell no!
I like Festus. I love Festus, and I love Eugene too, man. Eugene was awesome, man. Nick Dinsmore, one of the best wrestlers.
It wasn't like Festus. I don't think Doc Gallows.
I don't think they could get away with Eugene today.
Or Festus.
There's no way they can pull that off.
Dude, could you imagine though, man? Could you imagine a Eugene character like right now being a tag team champion with Festus?
Oh, dude, it's so cancel
You know what Festus also kind of reminded me of? Like another weird kind of reminded me of Snitsky. Gene Snitsky.
Gino. The amazing office.
Hey man, I'm autistic, man. What the fuck?
God almighty, dude. That's pretty bad.
Awful.
Or you could just call them.
Good night, everybody. It was nice having a podcast.
Or you could just call them the challenged intellects.
That's still awful, dude. Come on.
Oh, jeez, man.
Oh, God. We're getting.
Could you imagine, though, man, back in the day, them as a tag team? Oh, my God. Wow. Oh, USA.
Oh,
Jim Duggan, your team just won the tag team titles. What do you feel? Meatloaf. Oh.
This is like some South Park shit.
I can book.
I can book. Yay.
I get bumped. Yay!
I pee in your pool. Yay! You're not mad. Yay! I agree. The team would be over. Literally over in 3
Literally
seconds.
over.
Literally over. Could you imagine that with the 3-minute warning, Rosie and Jamal? Oh man.
I don't know. Be like King. But I think they probably mess with him like what Miz and Morrison did with Festus with the bell.
Ding, 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 ding.
Ah!
And then he went psycho and destroyed everything at ringside.
You know what's good? Well, this didn't even know that Doc was Festus at all.
He was also known as a Demon Deacon too.
He was part of CM Punk's
No, Deacon, he was part of the Straight Edge Society.
Yeah, he's part of Straight Edge Society. Yeah,
along with the Deebs.
Yep, and Bull Buchanan.
No, he was gone by then. He was with
Bull Buchanan was also part of that. No, I'm wrong. He was a right to censor, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was also doing stuff with John Cena as well. Right around the time before he left.
Yeah, SB squared.
Yeah.
Anyway,
3-man band.
3MB. Well, so out of curiosity, how I mean, wow, they could have, and have Johnny Knoxville driving the short bus coming out as
This is so fucked up and wrong, dude.
Oh, good Lord. We're
hey everybody.
Oh, geez.
I'm Stevie. Tony drives the bus.
Danhausen as their manager.
Oh no, dude, fuck that. No, they got the kid that actually has Down syndrome. They actually have a kid that has Down syndrome carrying a notebook and telling people not to touch him. You can't touch me. You can't touch me. You can't touch me.
Don't drive the bus.
It's terrible.
Oh, he can't. He's dead.
Yeah, Matt Bourne is dead. And the guy that lives in Alabama that played him too is dead. Anyway, gentlemen, y'all want to call it a night here before it gets too much crazier?
Yeah, I think we literally we're like booking the short bus.
If had the original Doink, it'd be more fucked up.
I don't want to go this route. I think we should call it a night, gentlemen.
It would really be a 3-ring circus.
You're welcome for my fantasy booking. Oh, sometimes I miss this guy.
All right, so if you're not watching Ringside Rants,
you're doing life wrong. Or
holy shit.
I don't know what to fucking think now.
Yeah, I think we're doing life wrong. Yay! We do life wrong. Yay!
Will you stop
hard,
that?
we do good. We try hard, we do good. Yay! God almighty.
Hi, everybody.
No.
Anyway, we're not just food that you eat. We're also
food for the ears. Yay!
Fucking, yay! Roll Tide! Yay! God almighty, man.
Oh God!
Anyway.
Just before we go off the air, public service announcement. We are kidding. We don't take this seriously.
And if you do,
write our local congressman.
I'm gonna quote Ralphie May. Retards aren't offended. Hell, they're happy as hell.
They
give them some chocolate milk. They're happy as hell. They can't even say mentally challenged.
I'm not a member. I'm not a member.
The angry autist. I'm just like, what the fuck?
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's all the time we have for tonight. And I feel so terrible about all this.
we went off the chain with this one.
And this other thing is, I'm finding it funny and I'm autistic. Like, what the fuck?
Anybody have any fun facts?
No.
Maybe reading the chip ingredient.